about the relationship you shared, about a possible reconciliation, how the energies will play out for you guys. Okay, so this is for everybody with an Aries Ex. And as always, all the decks that I'm using in this reading are in the description box below. So let's see what Aries overall energy is from, a really high perspective, and then we'll draw more cards to kind of break that down and give us deeper insight. But through April 2018, what is Aries overall energy regarding their ex? And this is just looking at April 2018, okay? These energies can definitely change in May. Alright, so we have the Flame Tree. Noticing that the same cards are coming out. I believe Capricorn also received this as their overall energy, Capricorn X. So, your ex Aries, I'm of two minds with this. One thing is either your ex Aries feels a new spark of inspiration and love for you within themselves, and they want to have a new relationship with you, or that your ex Aries is, like they have a spark within them and they're wanting a new life for themselves that maybe doesn't include you, okay? So this can go either way. You have to apply it to your situation as it fits, and as we draw more cards, that might, if you don't know which is which, you'll know by the end of the reading. So for some of you out there, your ex Aries definitely feels a new spark of something for you within them, and it is causing them to want to create a new relationship with you, whether it's romantic, friendship, make amends, and for the others, your ex Aries is just wanting a new start for themselves and wishing you the same. So let's pull some more cards to see where you fall, which one of those messages is really for you. So this is the overall emotional energy your ex Aries has surrounding you and the relationship you shared. Okay, so I believe Sagittarius got this. What this is saying is your ex Aries is kind of all over the place emotionally when it comes to you and the relationship that you guys had. In one moment it's like, well, yeah, I want this, and then in the next moment, no, I want this. So this here is just real scattered energy emotionally. Also, there's an element of not being realistic about things, or having realistic emotions when the Seven of Cups comes out. So also, I feel as though if your ex Aries is like popping into your mind kind of randomly, out of nowhere, it's probably because they are thinking about you from time to time. But with this emotional energy, this is not an energy you can really trust. Okay, it's not stable, it's not grounded whatsoever. So through the month of April, Aries is just kind of all over the map when it comes to you and the relationship that you guys shared, okay? It will change from day to day. So let's see what your ex Aries mental energy is regarding you and the relationship you shared. Wow, this and the 8 is coming out a ton, which I guess I'm not surprised. So yeah, your ex Aries is very just, they don't know. They've got a lot of mental energy going on, a lot of heavy thoughts, a lot of worry. For those Aries that screwed you guys over, I feel like Aries is really thinking about everything they did. Now, if you're somebody who screwed Aries over, again, they're plagued with the weight of what happened. So this is like, energy of mentally rehashing something over and over and over and over, feeling worried, not sure which way to go. Very well paired with the Seven of Cups. Now, this is making this make much more sense. Aries definitely wants clarity. about the situation that they shared with you. So let's take a look at their spiritual energy, which is overall what's going on with them when it comes to you and the relationship you shared. So spiritually, they're still very connected to you, okay? And it's very balanced, like out of everything here. And I'm not surprised because Aries is fire. We have the flame tree, and then the spiritual energy is represented by the flames card. So that's their element. So I'm not surprised that that's the one thing that is really on point. They are spiritually connected to you for sure. They still feel you in that way, and you definitely feel them. So that's why I'm saying, like, if they just randomly pop into your head, I really feel like it's because they're thinking about you. So let's see. Let's define these energies a bit more. I'm going to pull an emotions card for how Aries feels about you through April 2018. Which, there we have it. How Aries feels about the relationship you guys shared in April 2018. And then how Aries feels about a reconciliation with you, or like just clearing the air, something along those lines. So, the way your ex-Aries feels about you, we have desperate, frantic, out of control, in need. So I take this two different ways, and again, you have to apply it how it best fits for your situation. Not which storyline you like the best, but which one is truly the most fitting, okay? Because this is a general reading. So some of you, paired with this flame tree, this is your Aries just really, like, missing you and feeling in need of you, and, like, I can't handle this. I want to be near my ex, okay? I want to talk to them. I want to be back with them. Now, for other Aries, I feel like them feeling this way about you is like, this is how they see you, is like, you're desperate, like, you will do anything to have them, you are in need of them, like, you might be hitting them up all the time, or asking for them back or something. So, apply this how it truly fits, because that's the only way it's truly going to serve you and help you out and give you guidance. So, it's two very different messages, but that's what I'm picking up with this card, and the essence of how Aries feels about you. And remember, that card flew out, so either Aries is just desperately wanting you, or Aries feels like you desperately want them, or it could be like a bit of both. How Aries feels about the relationship you guys share. Timid, introverted, reserved. So they're not, I don't feel they're really expressing to others to the full depth of what they feel about you and how your relationship ended. They're also keeping quite a bit to themselves, like in regards of communicating with you, okay? So introverted, reserved. So timid is not a word I would ever use to describe an Aries. So they're really holding back how they feel about the relationship you guys shared. And with this energy, it doesn't really tell us whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling. It's just saying they're really keeping things to themselves, including in this reading. And so this is how they feel about a reconciliation, or talking to, or making amends. So we have compassionate, empathetic, caring, and sympathetic. So yeah, they definitely don't want to have bad blood with you at all, okay? No matter what went down, at the end of the day, deep in their soul, they really don't want bad blood. Like, it would be better if you guys could just be cool with each other, okay? So again, whether you burned Aries or Aries burned you, or it's just, like, we just don't get along, we just don't understand each other, whatever it is, it doesn't look like in April Aries wants any confrontation or fighting, and just considering the energy at hand, it's pretty crazy. It's more like, through all this crazy energy, they are being very soft and tender, and, they want everything to be better for the highest good of all. And that might not be like a conscious thought going on inside of all of them, but they really have this desire within where they don't want emotional baggage, not with you or not with any ex. Like, they really want that energy cleaned up. And when it comes to you specifically, it's like they want a soft landing, whether that means that we're just friends or we make amends or we actually get back together. Honestly, I feel like they're not quite sure what they want just based on these energies. It's just they know they want peace, okay? So let's see why Aries feels this relationship had to end or why it's not together. Alright, so we have love and wishing. So with these pairing of cards, what I get is either Aries was wanting more than they were getting out of the relationship with you for whatever reason. Okay, please don't be offended with that. You know, sometimes we are giving our all and we're just not appreciated. But with these cards, it's like Aries either thought they could do better or they wanted something else, you know, like they just had a perception, and that's why this relationship isn't together. Or they view that you didn't see them as good enough, or you wanted somebody else other than them. And that's why this relationship is not together. It's some incompatibility when it comes to like the emotion of love and what one expects or wants out of a relationship with love. So, you know, your ex Aries could have been asking for way too much and you were like, no. And, you know, that's why it ended, because they feel like they can get all of that somewhere else, okay? Or maybe they thought you were asking for too much and they're like, I can't do that. I can't provide you all that. But also with this card, there is an element of heartache and pain. So if like you cheated on your Aries, you know, they feel that there's somebody better. Like, even if they still want you, they want to be with somebody else to kind of burn you back. And if Aries cheated on you and is feeling all this energy for you, it's like they're wishing that, you know, they have another opportunity to make amends. But again, their emotional and mental energy is so all over the map that you just, in April, it does not matter what your ex Aries is telling you. You should really let Mercury return direct and get, you know, to the end of April before you decide on a reconciliation or anything. Because again, their spiritual energy is on point, okay? 100%. But their emotional and mental energy is not. And so until all three are in alignment, you know, they are going to be fluctuating in what they want and all of that. So be cautious. So let's see what the energy is, how the energy is most likely to play out between you and your ex Aries in the month of April 2018. So we have soulmate. Oh my gosh, I think this happened in Aquarius's reading. So that was several readings back. And this is exactly how the cards came out. Exactly. So some of you that are watching this are an Aquarius and you have an ex-Aries. Anyways, what this is, again, is that scattered energy. And man, Aquarius was very similar to this. It's that scattered energy of, yeah, you're my soulmate. Well, no, maybe you're not. So again, Aries is kind of back and forth, but it's weird because spiritually, like, they are still connected to you. Like, no question, you guys are still connected spiritually, which has to do with your chakra system. So if you don't want that spiritual connection, do some heavy meditations to balance your chakras, to cut, you know, energetic cords, all of that. because that is where this connection with your Aries remains, is within the soul, which is the hardest to break, okay? I will not even lie. Emotionally and mentally, your Aries is just everywhere. Spiritually, you guys are just like, you haven't even broken up, okay? That's just the way it is. So it's like at the soul, here we are connected, that still remains. But, you know, outwardly in the world, I'm going to just act like I don't really give any crap about you. And then one moment, well, maybe I do love you. Okay, maybe I don't. Like, it's just, your Aries is all over the place in April, emotionally and mentally, when it comes to you and the relationship that you guys had, and even getting back together, even though they have this element of wanting peace. And I think that peace is because you guys are still connected in the soul. So let's see what it is that you believe, why you're hanging on to your ex-Aries, or why you think they may be the one for you, or, you know, just what is that energy? Okay. Alright, so we have the High Priestess. What this says to me is a couple things. First and foremost, it's that soul connection we've been talking about. Secondly, this is saying, listen, you know, and I kind of like that, like, those look like ram horns to me, and I never really noticed that with this card, and since we're talking about Aries, I really like that. This is saying there's just, you don't know everything, okay? There's things that are blocked from you, especially this card. So when it comes to your Aries, there's just an element of mystery that you're not fully aware of. And, you know, your Aries is, this is saying, like, you may have to go through much trial of initiation before your Aries lets you in all the way. Okay, it's going to be very hard to break down Aries barrier. Now, also, like I said, you guys have this soul connection, and that's what's keeping you so tightly interested or hanging on to your Aries, is like you feel that strongly. So again, if you don't want that, you know, you can free yourself of it by doing various meditations. It's really your choice. So let's get some advice on how you can handle these energies with your ex-Aries through April 2018. It's just safe to say Aries doesn't know what they want in April. They might be sure in one moment, but the next they're going to change their mind. Ancient Forest. So this is telling you to really tap into your own wisdom, and also because we're talking about a relationship here, you need to really consider your entire history with this Aries, because that's where you're going to really find your answers. Like, you're going to see a pattern of behavior, and just everything will make sense for you if you really scan the history of your relationship from a different perspective. And it's retrograde season, so I'm not surprised for that as an advice. Offerings. This is saying switch your thinking to what was wrong, what didn't work out, any anger, any of that. And when it comes to your Aries, your ex, it would serve you better to think about what was good, what did work out, why you fell in love, okay? Come into a much more positive vibration about it. Yes, and Grandmother Earth, connect into the earth, balance yourself, ground your energy. This is saying, just as Mother Gaia provides you a home and, you know, provides all you need to survive in this home, all your food, your air, your water, all of it, that comes from Earth. You need to provide the same vessel for your soul, okay? Your body is the vessel of your soul. Your body is the Gaia of your soul. And for whatever reason, getting in touch with that and honoring that and connecting in with Mother Earth Gaia is going to bring you a lot of healing and clarity about the situation with your Aries. I just feel like both of you are not clear on what really happened here or anything. And, Aries is all over the map about it in April, and so this is your advice for your own peace of mind. And again, like I said, I do see this soul connection, and that's what's really got you attached still. So if you don't want to feel that anymore, then do those meditations. Now, if you and this Aries are meant to be together at some point down the road, it doesn't matter you doing these meditations to free your energy right now, okay? The universe will always bring you back with who you're supposed to be with, okay? If it's meant to be, it will be. Let it be. So do what you need to do for your own peace of mind, okay? So those are the messages I have for